Oh, so I'm going to start an OnlyFans, alright? Everybody, I'm going to take this off. See that? Cheers, everybody. What is up? It's Demise Media. I haven't made a video in a long time. It's been a while. I just wanted to put this video out there to say that I will be losing my job soon. And it's 2024. It's going to be rough, So basically there's this company I've been working for 8 years, give or take. And it's a really, really small business, maybe 8 to 9, maybe sometimes 10 employees. That's actually including the owners of the company too. So around 8 employees. It's really small. And I got a job there around 8 years ago, and what was really cool about it was the flexibility. I am a very, very impatient person when it comes to work. I've done the 9 to 5 thing. I've worked 8-hour days. I've worked 9-hour days. I've worked 10-hour days. It was all fine and dandy. It was fun. It was great. The money was okay. The money was good. What was not okay was after all that, I'd be so stressed and go drink after work, These are my previous jobs. But this particular job was very flexible. It opened at 9 a.m. and they said, come in whenever you want, leave whenever you want. Just, stay at least 3 hours. But, hey, I'm all for that, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm maybe more of a creative type or more of a musician or something. Like, I just don't want to be stuck somewhere for more than 6 hours. So that's my I figured it out after 8 years of working at that small company. I was like, okay, how much money do I need to have all my expenses paid off and some? So I calculated all this stuff in advance, like months in advance. Okay, cool. I only need to work 4 days, and out of those 4 days, maybe all of them will be 6-hour days. So I'd multiply, do all the math, and have the end result be a certain amount of number on the paycheck, and I'd be like, I'm good. That's all I need. I don't need to stay anymore. Why do that? I don't want to. And so that's how it was. It was awesome. It was freaking awesome. They're really cool. I'm not going to name the company. I'm not going to go into that. But I'll just say that the owners of the company are awesome. Awesome people. But hard times. Hard times have shown their face to the company, and they had to either sync with the company and lose everything, or sell it off to a bigger company, and they chose the latter, which is crazy because they didn't know if they were going to make the sale or not, and they did. So they're leaving. They're leaving where they started the company, where I live. They're out. It's going to be bought up by a bigger company. And we're out of a job. Me and like 7 or 8 more people that I work with, that I've been working with for 8 years. One of them is my cousin. So it's a little sad, because I'm just like, damn it, that flexibility was key to my life. I have a son. He's 6 years old. He's more important than anything else in the world. And I don't want to have to be stuck away from him for that long of a time. Like, oh, you got to stay 8 hours. And we all know that it's not 8 hours. It's going to be 30 minutes to an hour to get to work. So that's already 1 hour gone. Work, you take your freaking break, which is 30 minutes, maybe an hour. That's another 30 minutes to an hour gone. So what ends up is supposed to be an 8-hour shift ends up turning into a 10-hour. You're gone from your family. You're gone from your life. Commuting, being at work, taking the break, coming back home. And, you know, a lot of people don't have the luxury of living close to their work. This place was only 12 minutes away from where we live. This beautiful place that I call home, that now we got to figure out how to pay for it. My girlfriend's got a job, so we got that. Okay, now I got to find something soon. But, you know, it's like, this sucks, you know. This sucks for my bosses. It sucks for me and everyone I work with. I was a little comfortable there, a little too comfortable, but you know what? At the same time, I wasn't there every single day, 8 hours a day. I didn't want to burn myself out there, and I didn't want to get, you know, when you get too comfortable at a place, you'll be there all the time. You'll burn yourself out. I was like, no, so I'm going to start an OnlyFans, all right? Everybody, I'm going to take this off. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, so basically, that's happening soon. So we found out after the new year, January 2nd, came into work. They broke the news. They said, we apologize. This is not sustainable. And it was just heart-wrenching, very heart-wrenching. It was quiet for like 5 seconds, and then I was like, you know what, I'm fucking out of here, man. I was kidding, and I broke the ice in the room. So that was cool, you know. I was just like, you know what, let's stay till the end. I'm gonna stay. Let's try to finish off everything we need to finish off. Let me try to get, you know, a little bit of money at the end of it, so I can at least cover some of the bills while I don't have a job. Now, I mean, this place is awesome. You know, I was there 8 years, like I said. It's in 12 minutes away from where I live. I live in the Silicon Valley. I mean, how can you beat that? Drive 12 minutes to your freaking work, and they say come in whenever and leave whenever? Man, that's going to be a hard thing to lose. I recently applied at a few places, remote jobs, and I'm not getting any luck with these. I mean, one of them, I told them I want to be a little flexible, and they're like, we'll try to work with it. I got a call a few hours later. They're like, we're going to go with someone else. I get it. People want to work like a long time. This place was asking 6 days a week, overtime, mandatory, and I was like, shit, that sounds crazy. That's, you know, if you're in debt up to your freaking eyeballs, you might need to work that. But I don't have a lot of debt. My car's almost paid off. Phone bill is pretty cheap. All that, I don't want to get into that either. I'll get into that in another video. But I try my best to stay out of debt as much as possible. Credit cards, pay them off. I do have a shopping problem on eBay. I like to buy a lot of vintage vests and jackets. So that's one thing where, funny story, actually, I ordered like 3 things basically the same day I found out that our job was moving states away. So I ordered like 3 things, like a vest, a jacket, and I forgot something else. I returned all of them, and I didn't want to, but I had to. I think one of them I canceled the order, one of them I got. I had to return it, send it back, and one more. Thank God the order didn't go through, and I canceled that one too, or whatever. So, reality's gonna smack you across the face when your addiction is halted and reversed. I'm so used to buying all these vintage things and putting them in my closet. My girlfriend's like, "You got another one?" I'm like, "Yes, I know. I have a problem." But I canceled 3 and returned 3 items. The day I found out, I ordered these things in the morning. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Got to work and they're like, "We're going out of business. We're trying to sell the business. We're closing our doors in a month." And I had to reverse those transactions, whatever. So, ideally, I want to try to find something that is super flexible, essentially in my own weird, twisted little world, what I'd want. And it might be out there, because I never knew a job like mine existed. Is somewhere you can work remotely, something that's like open from like 7 a.m. to midnight, some type of call center, whatever it may be, or some type of anything. And they have it set up to where the employee, like say myself, I can log in whenever I want, do the tasks that are needed, and get out whatever time I want. Like, that would be legit. That's kind of like how it was at my job. I went in at 9. I was usually the first one there. And I'd leave at 2. Shit. One time I had to leave earlier because my son had he thought he hurt himself at school, but he was fine, but I was able to leave. So that's how I am. I know that there's a lot of people out there like, "Oh, you should work your ass off," whatever. I've done that before. I'm in my mid-30s almost. Times are changing. People are losing their jobs. People are leaving their jobs to find other better opportunities every 2 or 3 years, So that's this is tea, lemon, and honey. Delicious. So that is my, that's what I'm trying to find. It's probably out there. I just need to keep looking. I just want to say thank you if you watched this video. I know YouTube has changed a lot. I know there's a lot of videos like this where people are sitting down talking in front of the camera. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I've been on YouTube since like 2008. I'm YouTube's slowest growing channel. Don't ever forget that. So yeah, what do you want to see more of on YouTube? Because now I have more time. I had time before. I was just making excuses, but you want to see more music? That's my main focus, is music. I can't do the noodle reviews, man. It's just so unhealthy. I'll do a few here and there. But beer reviews, I can do a few more beer reviews. If you want to hear more videos about me talking about life, stuff like that, I'm thinking about doing a little weekly short podcast, like a short form video podcast about growing up in the 1990s and the early 2000s, because there is a lot of stuff to talk about. It was a beautiful time. Kids are getting really, really messed up right now with iPads and all that shit today. And I'm seeing it firsthand with my son, and I have to really put it down on him. Be like, "You're not using your iPad. Put it away. We should never have got you that thing." So get into more stuff like that later. But I'm losing my job. They took your jobs. So today is the 19th. I have until January 31st until I am out of a job. 8 years working this place. Got a little comfortable there, but it's gone. So I have to do something about it. I can't just sit back and, oh, why does this happen to us? You know, I can't do that. I have a girlfriend and a 6-year-old son. They're strong mentally. They're fine, you know. But me, I need to do something, and do something quick. I had a few interviews already. I applied to a bunch of places. Didn't pan out so well. Not on mine. It's not that I flunked or was an asshole. It's just that it wouldn't work with my schedule. You know. So it's Demise Media. Thank you all so much. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there. YouTube has changed. It is all corporate now. It is all for profit. Word from our sponsor, Cozy Mugs. I'm just kidding. No sponsors on this video. It's old school, baby. I'm taking it back to 2008. We're taking it old school. You might see ads on the video, but hey, even if people are not even monetized or getting ads on their videos, so it's all going downhill, all right? Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I'll find something soon. Let me know what you want to see more of, if you care to see any more Demise Media. Alright, thank you guys so very much. Peace.